Hello, this is Neil Prevost, and I've been asked, we have been asked at the Prevost Law Firm a lot of questions about an alleged or proposed GoodLeap class action lawsuit. And these are my opinions about that, and you take that for what it's worth, but here's my opinion on the effectiveness or the success eventually of any class action lawsuit against GoodLeap. First of all, I don't know that they will survive GoodLeap's motion to dismiss on account of the arbitration provisions in each and every GoodLeap and LoanPal who was originally GoodLeap was LoanPal. Every one of those has an arbitration provision in it which says that you have agreed not to file or participate in a class action lawsuit, and that you will arbitrate your cases on an individual basis. When we looked at this, when we started doing this, we evaluated, and in our opinion, we did not think there was a high likelihood that we could succeed in setting aside the arbitration provision in its entirety as being unconscionable toward the consumer. So that's the first hurdle that somebody's going to have to overcome if they're going to file a class action. And that's going to take not weeks or months, but years. If GoodLeap loses on that issue, they are absolutely going to appeal it to the federal district circuit in which that is. And if they lose there, they're going to appeal it to the United States Supreme Court, because it would be a huge deal for that to happen. So from a timeliness basis, and if you lose, then you've waited now 2 or 3 or 4 years to file your individual claim. And we just thought it would be faster, with better results and better likelihood of success, to actually pursue an individual claim. And then I would also say that with regard to being a member of a class, my experience, and this is just one lawyer's opinion, in most class actions, the lawyers get a lot of money and the defendants might pay something, but in the end, the consumers don't ever, in my opinion, and the ones that I've seen, they don't ever get a lot. They wind up getting a $10 gift certificate to Starbucks, and the lawyers get $15 million. I mean, it's really crazy, but class action lawsuits can be used to absolve wrongdoers of bad behavior at actually relatively low cost per customer. And in my opinion, your best chance to get your loan completely wiped out and to get your attorney's fees paid that are reasonable is through an individual arbitration. And so for the chances, in our opinion, of a better outcome, and in our opinion, that would take less time, even though an individual arbitration is taking somewhere between 9 and 15 months, 9 and 12 months, somewhere in there, it's still going to be shorter and more certain than going to court with a class action lawsuit, in our opinion. And so take that for what it's worth, but those are our thoughts on why we would not encourage everybody or anybody to necessarily join a class. Rather, we think you'd be better off to file an individual case against GoodLeap.